James Cella, a lax bro to watch, inside the goal.
My name is James Cella. People call me JJ. I'm a junior here at Lower Cape May Regional High School. I play lacrosse. I'm a varsity lacrosse goalie. I'm also captain. I started playing lacrosse in 6th grade. Both of my sisters got me interested in the sport. My sister Fran, she bought a first stick. I always took it from her. Then my other older sister, Steph, she started playing in high school, so I got to go out and see a whole bunch of her games.
Around the same time James became involved with his sister's lacrosse career, the Lower Township Recreation Department created a lacrosse league of their own.
A week before our first game, our team still didn't have a goalie, so I volunteered myself because no one else would be man enough to do it. So the coach got me some pads, and I stepped in between the pipes and just rocked everything, just killed everything. And when the first games came, I played the first as goalie, which was a thrill. I made some bunch of saves, but our team still lost because it was really our first game. The second game came, and I played as midfield, and I just felt really awkward playing. I just didn't have a feel for what I was doing. So I preferred my little bubble in between the 6x6 pipes.
James's quick decision to become permanent goalie in middle school ended up paying off as he transitioned into high school lacrosse.
When the lacrosse season started, I didn't really know how I was going to perform. I thought it was basically like middle school, but that changed very quickly. But that's when really the balls started rolling, no pun intended. My first career shutout happened as an away game at Winslow Township. I felt like that I didn't touch the ball as much, but we won 15-0, which recorded our team's very first shutout in our whole entire existence. At the banquet, we broke down our whole entire season, just kind of recapped all the highlights that we had in front of the parents, and we gave out awards. Like, I was Rookie of the Year. Coach announced that some players made the Cape Atlantic League first team. I made honorable mentions on that. The Cape Atlantic League is the division that our school was playing in.
And then came an honor he was not expecting.
Captains were announced. He announced the next 4 captains, which were all seniors, 2 returning captains, and then 1 new captain. The next person he announced, he gave a really long speech about it. He said this has never happened before. Usually captains are people who come off the field and so they can give their input of what happened. But as he was going through his speech, he said, we never had a captain who was a goalie. And at that point, I kind of dawned on me that, my name was coming up soon. And then at the end of his speech, he said my name, and I stood up, probably sweaty as all get out, but really, probably the highlight of my career was being the first goalie to be captain on my team. Not only being a goalie as a captain, but being a sophomore captain as well. I've had to feel like I started to get comfortable playing in high school lacrosse. I was still nervous on the field because I still didn't really make a name for myself. I felt like that I've had to step up to show who I was on the field. And being captain, I felt like that I needed to take more responsibility for my teammates on and off the field. Had to be more dominant. My sophomore year, that was probably the best record we've ever had. We recorded 9 wins, about 7 losses, which completely blew our freshman year, the freshman year's record out of the water. One game against Ocean City High School. It was a pretty nasty day weather-wise, but there was some dramatic instances going on out off the field about both of our teams. So we were really fired up for that game. They were really starting to kind of dominate us throughout the game, but when it came time for it, our team stepped up and came back. I made a really dramatic save with 15 seconds left. I don't know, I kind of lost sight of the ball for a second, and then I picked it back up right as one of the opponents shot. And I've never done a split like that before in my life, and it just found my stick. I watched the tapes. I've never seen a stick flex like that one, but we ended up winning 6-5. Felt like overtime, but it was just that dramatic. Cut the tension with a knife. At the end of the season, we made it to the playoffs for the very first time in our 8 years existence. It was a really good way to end the season because it was our very first playoff run. Even though we didn't last long, but still, it was a fantastic way to end the season. I really hope that we can continue building up our records and continuing, hopefully, longer runs in playoffs.
In the upcoming seasons, the team looks forward to improving their record and have a longer playoff run. James continues to play year-round in hopes of improving his statistics. His ultimate goal is to play on a collegiate level and make it into a professional lacrosse league. For James, he takes each save at a time by following his own motto.
I just kept thinking to myself, my goal is to deny yours. So, kind of live by that motto now.